This time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football. 1-0. And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. LSU with a 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. 22 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
The Ducks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Following the fumble recovery, Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 39-yard line.
Barrett looks to throw on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz...
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and goal. Barrett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, what a great start to the season here in the College Football Kickoff Classic. And for the junior quarterback, a first start and a first win, and a very big win at that.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
This young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up the screen to Drake.
Baby.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game. This is caught inside the 15, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau there to make the grab. And LSU has jumped out in front. Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Cooper. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And on 3rd nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Cooper. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long. And now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just...
And a loose football.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Dancing to his left. Airing one out. And this is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU.
Remember, Charles, when Tom... Matthews under center. They weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Cooper. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
1st down pass.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, Fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Able to spin free. He can run for it, and he will. And a spin again. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to run again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to keep it again. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Their mobile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cooper on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down now, Jewell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Cooper to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Good. 4.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
At the 49-yard line.
56. Check 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Jewell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
On 2nd and 12, Cooper nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. 20, 10.
sack.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Not today. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. Back to throw is Cooper. Throwing on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Cooper on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Being chased out left. He may try, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. LSU lining up here to go for 2.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Tigers 6.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Cooper. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
47-yard line.
Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 1st and 10, LSU. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But
I think there's only one individual.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year. Let's just focus on getting you healthy. How could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's going to be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision. But I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got 2 choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your heartbreak kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once. It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I going to play? It felt good, telling everyone.
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both heartbreak kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, then, show me what you got. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Huck. There we go. Come on, come on. Hey, six, back. Oh, ho, ho. 10, 19, ready, go. Ready up. Ready. Pass, let go. Yeah. Hold the set. Yeah. Woo. Yes. Yeah. Ready, break. Ready, ready.
All right, not bad. We may have something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be taken by one of the up men, a very short kick.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Out of the gun, Daniel. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
56.
3rd and long. It's Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Baby. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. The 20, 10. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 99 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes, after
nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The quarterback sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now Matthews.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. From a yard out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Matthews. His throw incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Daniel now.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Langford. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Hurricanes now going to send out the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st and 10, Matthews. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this in. A touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 67 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Throwing on first down. Matthews. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Get it.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
LSU lining up here to go for 2. They're going to try and run here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The LSU Tigers 28, Hurricanes 10.
On first down, it's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Miami field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Steps away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Daniel on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
First 12 yards there and a first down.
56.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Daniel's pass intended for...
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw again. Daniel. Right side complete. That's Woods. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To the air again. Daniel. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On first down, Matthews escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 60 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense, ready to get the drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Right side catch, Gilmore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
10 at their own 49.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. LSU lining up here to go for 2.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A final shot before the break. Daniel. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the LSU Tigers 44, Hurricanes 10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. A little track jump. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah.
This is caught at the 20. And he will
will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 63 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Looks like this one won't work. And the ball is knocked out.
The onside kick recovered by the receiving team.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Matthews, flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Tommy Matthews keeping it himself from a yard out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands team.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
56.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way.
Oh, yeah, that's how
He's
we
at the
do it.
50, the 40.
Daniel on the keeper.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
This one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the receiving team.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Langford. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hicks for the Miami field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. He's got it.
I need to get
15.
my swag right there.
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. 32. Big play there. 65 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. LSU lining up here to go for 2. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody look like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Recovered by the Hands team.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Daniel. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Draw play, Langford. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The Miami punter out on the field as he's on here to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st and 10, Matthews flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 82 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. LSU lining up here to go for 2. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Operating from the gun. Daniel, complete to Gilmore, over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some film. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this offense is running away with this one. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. Broken tackle. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Throwing on 1st down. Matthews eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. LSU with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Matthews. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going past the 30. And this will be scooped up by the defense. set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make things...
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st and 10, Daniel over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Daniel, that's caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Daniel going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback. Ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. It's caught inside the 25.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. LSU lining up here to go for 2. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to the air. Daniel on second down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the screen.
To throw again, Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Daniel's pass intended.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15.
You ain't nothing!
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 65 yards. So much chemistry between those two, making the connection with a former quarterback. And, boy, he does make a great target for Tommy Matthews' arm strength out wide, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and you have to think to yourself, simpatico. These guys have known each other for so long, and while roles are reversed now and Matthews is the quarterback, not the receiver, it still works. They're still thinking with one brain, one mind. How about the way that they are hooking up for big plays?
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the college football playoff. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the college football playoff national.
Looking up at the lights, and he must. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Spinning away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, LSU. From the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 73 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then
you think just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. I feel good about my kicker. The 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
They begin with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
His eyes and figure out it was